guys, welcome to another video by the Italian Diaries by Meghna Singh. So in today's video, I'm going to answer a few questions. I'm going to tell you a few things which is important for you if you want to study Italy for 2024 intake. Those small things which you miss out or you do mistakes and then you realize, oh my god, it's too late. You should have known these things beforehand. So I'm gonna tell you all these small mistakes, all these problems that students face, and they know these things really late. Okay, so let's just jump into it. Okay, so there are basically 14 different things that you should know if you want to study in Italy for 2024 intake. Okay, now these things, what are these things? So these things are important minor details that students miss out, and when they realize that these things they should have done before, it's already too late. Okay, so just know about these things and watch this video till the end, okay, so that you don't miss out any things during your study in abroad journey. Now let's start. But before moving forward, if you want to take consultancy services to study in Italy for 2024, I have a good news. I have started my own consultancy service. I've started my own firm, Abroad Study Info, which is based on transparency. You can trust us, and also an expertise service. So for that, head to Abroad Study Info, fill the contact form. You can contact us and you can attend the free consultancy service discussion with me. Okay, everything in the description. Let's jump back to the video. So the first thing is about the passport. Okay, if you don't have passport yet, just run and just apply. Not now, after watching this video. Okay, just go and apply, because in some countries, they take a lot of time to make passport. So it's an important document that in order to study in Italy, in order to apply for admission, you should have passport. Another important thing in passport is just make sure that you don't do any mistake in your father's name or mother's name. For example, your father name is like, I don't know, like Mukesh Rao, okay, and in your passport you mention MK, okay, but in your father's document is Mukesh Rao. There's gonna be a problem, okay? So just don't do this mistake. Now, second thing is same name certificate. It is related to passport even. So, for example, your name in one certificate is different, in another certificate is different, maybe in 10th is different, maybe in identity document is different, or in your mark sheet is different, okay? Then you should get a one and same name certificate if you are in India, which will say that both the person are same, okay? Okay, so for example, in one document you have Raj and another document you have Raja, okay? For example, so you should get a certificate which will say that both this person Raj and Raja is same, okay? If you are in a different country than India, you need to identify which document you can get, which will prove that both are same person, okay? Believe me, it's very important, so get it done as soon as possible. Now, and also, yeah, you have to get this document Apostille, okay? One and same name certificate. Now, the third important detail is about a recommendation letter. I know everybody, almost that you need to get a recommendation letter from someone, from your teacher or from a professor, which will say that they know you, they have already taught you, or maybe you have done some projects with the professor or teacher. So basically they are recommending you, okay? So we know that we need to take recommendation letter, at least 2 we need to take. But you need to also take the email address of those teachers and professors, and you have to intimate them that you need to check your email ID or your spam time to time, because the university might send them directly an email, okay, and ask them to send a recommendation letter, upload a recommendation letter on a particular link. Okay, so just tell them beforehand and take their email ID beforehand, okay? Fourth is scholarship. So I don't know if you have seen my videos on scholarship playlist, okay? So in Italy, you have the scholarship that is income-based scholarship, okay, which is based on income of you and your family members. So in that document list, to apply for the scholarship, you need one document that is bank balance certificate, okay? Next one is visa preparation, okay? I know that you will apply for visa in June and July. Now you have to apply for admission and all, right? But start thinking about visa document beforehand. Start thinking about who will sponsor you. Okay, so study in Italy, you need to show 6,000 euro each year for the duration of a study period. So if you want to study bachelor's, you have to show 18,000 euros minimum, master's 12,000, for medicine and surgery 36,000 euro. Okay, so start preparing for all these documents for your sponsor, like documents only your mother or father can be a sponsor. So how they're gonna show the source of their fund, from where they are getting the money that they are sponsoring you. So, and also to study in Italy, you need to show 6-month bank statement. So it is important that your bank statement is smooth. For example, if you apply for visa in June, so from February, March, April, no, January, February, March, April, May, June. Okay, so from January, your account should be smooth enough. Okay, smooth enough means it should not happen like on January 1st you had like 10,000 rupees, and then in February you have 20 lakh, and then like not so much ups and downs should be there in the amount, in the not so much fluctuation. And another tip, which recently I did an interview with a student, he gave me that tip: avoid using that bank account which will you use to show the visa, the fund. Avoid using it for UPI payments. Otherwise, when you will submit the bank statement, it will be like UPI 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 30 rupees. It will be so irritating, so don't do that. Next is your bona fide. Okay, so for the student who have not yet finished their education, or who will finish their study in June or July next year, okay, so get a bona fide certificate. So it is a certificate which will declare that you are a student in this university or in this school, and the expected date of your graduation or expected date of you finishing the exam is this month. Okay, so your university, when you apply for admission, might ask this document to upload, so have it beforehand. Next is English language certificate. So there is like a controversy. Many of you ask me whether I should have English language certificate or I should not have. So there is no like single answer to it. So for admission, university might ask you English language certificate. Okay, they can even ask you during the admission process. You never know. So it is, I recommend you that you get TLC exam in advance so that you have the document ready with you. Then is the lamination. Mistake. Okay, don't laminate your certificate. Now what is lamination? So like this is a piece of like a mark sheet, and then you put like a plastic sheet, laminate it. Don't do it. Why? Because you need to get verification of your document. So you need to get apostille and stamping on that. If there is a lamination, you won't able to get the the stamp. So don't laminate your document. Next is detail filling. When you're filling an application form, please think twice, thrice. Don't submit your application form in one sitting. Okay, like for example, if you have spent like 1 hour in filling your application form, don't send it immediately. Like walk away for a while, come back, and with your fresh mind, fresh eyes, check everything, check all the details, and then submit your document. Okay, because then you have to email to university to change the details of your personal detail. It's quite hectic thing. Okay, so just make sure that all details are same. Then is TLC preparation. Okay, I just made a video on TLC, so you can go and watch that out as well. So TLC preparation, if you want to study bachelor's in Italy, prepare your mind that you have to prepare for TLC examination. You can do certain courses, you can study in certain university without TLC examination, but still just prepare yourself for this TLC exam in advance. Okay, just a tip that maybe this year you can try to give TLC exam once so that you have an idea about the examination, and next year you can give exam again in January and February. Okay, next is bank payment. What is this? What is bank payment? So when you will pay your application fees on university portal, or when you will pay your enrollment fees, when you will book your TLC exam, whatever you will do, you will have problems in the payment. Your bank will deny the payment, the international transaction. To make sure to talk to your bank and tell them that to activate your international transactions. Okay, so just check this with your bank. It is like very important. Suppose you have like tomorrow deadline and your bank card is refusing. So make sure to have these things prepared in advance with you. Next is passport size picture. Okay, you will say that, hey, what is this passport size picture? So you need to have your passport size picture with certain dimension. Please check it. It should be in the plain background. Okay, your face should be clearly visible, and yeah, that's it. अब हर पॉइंट पे ज़रूरी थोड़ी है कि मैं लंबा सा लेक्चर दूँ. Okay, then is the surname. So for example, a student, again let's come to Suresh. So Suresh का नाम है, लेकिन Suresh doesn't have any surname. Okay, in passport. It is a big problem. Why it's a big problem? Because in Italy, everything starts with surname. Okay, if you also do your application, you will see that surname first come. If you send some documents, surname come first. So surname is like very important in Italy. Okay, so even though you can get admission, somehow you can manage without surname, but when you will come here in Italy, you need to make Italian documents. You will have problem, you will face problem, and in fact you will face problem in making Italian tax code. It is like in codice fiscale in Italian. So when you will do any application online, when you apply for pre-enrollment, your codice fiscale and Italian tax code will be automatically generated based on your name, surname, your date of birth. Okay, and if you don't have surname, it's kind of like difficult. Okay, usually students use XXX if they don't have surname, or they repeat the name in the surname. Okay, so what to do in case you don't have surname in passport? It's like a big problem. Okay, for example, you have surname in your mark sheet but you don't have surname in passport, then please change your passport, change the details in your passport, okay, before it's too late. So check everything, like, you know, the name, surname, father's name, mother's name, everything should be same everywhere. Okay, no differences should be there. So just please do this. And yeah, I mean, if you don't have like surname at all, you cannot just put any surname, right? So just repeat your name in the surname. Do this. Now is the financial document, okay, for visa. So ITR. So in order to study in Italy, you need to show ITR for 1 year. I mean, your sponsor has to show ITR for 1 year. So for 3 years. So make sure, you know, you have like all the ITR things sorted out. Then is the scholarship. So in Italy, you have 3 scholarship: merit, government scholarship, and regional scholarship. So for merit scholarship, make sure to check the university website when they're going to open the scholarship. Time to time check it, and check when you have to apply for it. So maybe you can make a separate Excel sheet and maintain all these scholarships of your university available, and put like a timer in your calendar. Usually I do the same. I like put timers in my calendar so that I can remind you on Instagram. So if you're not following me on Instagram, Travel with me, you can follow me over there. So yeah, Edwin, these are the things they're small, but again, they're very important, and they can literally make a big difference if you don't do this. For example, your passport, there is no surname, and in your certificate there is surname, so it's gonna make a huge difference. Your admission, can be rejected, and they will ask you to send a correct document, and then you won't have that much time to send them correct document. It's better to have these things in your mind beforehand. And apart from this, if you think there is anything else that you want to ask, just feel free, write to me in the comment. And don't forget to visit my website, Abroad Study Info, and you can send us a query for consultancy services. If you want to just take guidance services, if you want to take one-to-one session with me, everything check in the description. Okay, so guys, yeah, that's it for today. Till the time, bye bye, ciao.